There would be times where I'd be going on a drive, and sometimes I'd ask myself, am I enough? Am I doing enough for myself? Am I doing enough for me to keep going, or should I just give up? I remember a couple weeks ago, actually, I was close to giving up on everything. I just felt drained. I felt exhausted. I felt like I wasn't enough. And not only in that case, I just felt like I did too much. I've done too much. I'm done. I'm tired. I just want it to be over. And I remember feeling that for an entire day. There was already been so much on my plate, so much stuff I needed to get done, so much stuff, reminders in my head that you need to text this person, you need to go contact this person, you need to kind of go through your finances, see what's going on with that, you need to kind of go remember to do this and or that or this and that. And it would just be on a constant day-to-day basis. You need to do all of this stuff. That on one day, I just woke up and I just said, I'm tired. What if I just give it up? Give everything up. I'm just done. I let it go to absolute waste. I just give it all up right here, right now. And I don't know what came over me, but by midday, I told myself no. I told myself, by midday and going into the night, I told myself, no, I can't. There's too many people relying on me. There's too many things I'm relying on myself. I am not just going to sit here and let me just give up. What am I thinking? What is this? And I just had to snap out of it because I realized at that point I am enough. I can do enough. I'm okay. I'm here in this moment. So why am I just going to give up? As long as I wake up, I can do it. I can do it. And looking back at that day that I just felt done, I realized many people just can't. Many people just, it just stops. It hurts. And you give up and you think it's done. You think you're done here. And I understand the pain. I understand the drain and the exhaustion. It sometimes it doesn't even hurt. It's not like it hurts. It's not like you're physically tired, like out of like, like let's say, for example, like a very hard workout session. No, it doesn't even feel like that. It just feels like your brain just kind of just is done. Like you can't think of anything. There's no processing. There's no thoughts. It's just, I'm done. And it feels like the walls are caving in. It feels like the world is ending. But what you feel is just like, it's like mellow, but it's just like, it's a wrong type of mellow. It's just like, I'm done. And some people will be able to understand what I mean, but when I say that, you have to remember why you started in the first place. It's a saying that gets said a lot, as well as that you have to remember that. And I believe it too. Because in that moment where midday to the nighttime, where my thoughts would kind of go rampant, it would kind of, used to think, in the nighttime, it would become more of like, oh yeah, you're going to give up. You need to. Instead, for me, it was more like, no, we're not giving up. We're not stopping. We're going to keep going. And we're going to keep trying until the very end. I'm not just going to sit here and give up, because that is not who I am. I've come too far for me to give up now. And that's what pushed me through that day. That's what pushed me to kind of change my mindset now, to just say, what is wrong? Like, why am I thinking that it's over? It's not. No, it's not. As long as I wake up, as long as I have breath in my lungs, as long as I can walk, I can eat, I can talk, I can see, I can do it. I can do it. And I'm not just going to give up. Not here, not now, not ever. It'll get hard. I know it. It'll get hard, and I'll have moments where I might think less of myself, but I have to remind myself, no, I can do it. And the reason I'm talking about it is because someone recently left that for me. They wanted me to talk about self-esteem. The thought of, am I enough? Am I worthy? Can I do it? And you can. And this isn't in correlation with the video that I made about like, it's going to be okay. It's it's going to get better. It's going to be better. No, it's the fact that it's like, it's going to be better. But as long as you just don't give up, as long as you just don't give in now, because there are people out there that are wishing and praying on your downfall. And that's what also kickstarted it for me again, to light this fire on my ass, is like, oh, there are people that are wanting me to fail, so I'm not going to. I'm not falling again. I'm going to get back up and I'm going to get it done, and you should too. Because there are people out there, and I wouldn't doubt it, there are always people out there that will think negatively of you, but they won't even say anything to you, and you have to prove them wrong. I remember in 5th grade, I had this teacher, and her name was Miss Cox. And I remember I got bullied often in elementary. And this kid, his name was Melvin. I remember it was like this little fight. It wasn't even a fight. He just slapped me and it hurt. And I just remember the teacher that was on the playground just kind of pulling us apart and sending me to the principal's. I think they sent him to the principal's office too, but they separated us in like different rooms. So like I was in the office, and I remember just sitting there, and I remember seeing my teacher, Miss Cox, and she sat right next to me. And I don't remember how the conversation started, but I remember that midway through, she was telling me along the lines of, there are too many people that are going to want to hurt you, that are going to want to just push you down, that are going to just want you to give up. I need you not to give up. You need to keep pushing. You need to keep going. And if someone hurts you, go and hurt them back. You stand your ground. You keep going. You keep pushing. Just because someone makes you feel less of yourself doesn't make it true. Why are you going to let them make it true? And to this day, I still think back to that conversation a little bit. And it was that words of encouragement that she gave to me, that of just like, you need to keep fighting. You need to keep going. Don't give up. You are worth it. You don't just stand there and take it. You keep pushing. Granted, this was also along the lines of like, kind of like, this kid that was kind of bullying me, but it was also, I think, in terms of life too. There are days where you feel like you're just not enough. Hell, there might be even weeks, and there might be something that happens to you, like a canon event, where it hurts. And you wake up the next day, the next week, the next month, and you ask yourself, you look yourself in the mirror and you ask yourself, am I enough? Or was it this? What can I improve? Can I even improve? Short answer, yes. Long answer, it takes time. And you need to find that out. But the thing is, you need to keep going. I remember as well, one night my dad told me that he was disappointed in me, that I was an embarrassment to my family. And he had just lashed out on me that night. And I still remember those words to this day. And he's apologized for it. And I've talked about it before. But no matter how hard or how many times he apologizes, I will still try to strive to become better. Because sometimes I don't feel like I am enough. And it hurts because no matter how better I can get or how good I can achieve at my life or accomplish things in my life, I don't feel like it's enough. Because I'll always be chasing that. It hurts a lot when it comes from your parents, to hear those words of you're a failure. I know there are people out there that may not think they need me. And it may be true, the people don't need me, it'd be fine. But as long as I live, I'm going to try my hardest to make them realize that they are enough for themselves. Even if they don't need me at some point in their life, even if we lose contact. I always say this, every person that comes into my life, I'm not going to stop pestering you. I'm not going to stop bothering you into forming a friendship with me, because at the end of the day, you matter to me more than I could ever imagine. And the last thing I want is for you to think less of yourself, because you're not. You're worth more than you can imagine. And there are thousands of people, millions, people who aren't even here anymore, that didn't want to go out in the first place, that didn't want to leave. And that's what also kind of kicks in my mind of like, I can't give up. Because there are people out there that just that didn't want to give up. But life had other plans and they had to. So as long as I keep going, I'm not giving up. I know I'm enough. I know that maybe there's going to be some off days and some days where I may feel so terrible about myself, but I'm not giving up. Not now, not ever. Today's episode is recorded in my apartment. Yeah, I don't know what else to say other than the fact that it's hot. I need to get a fan. I need to get a fan for this place or an AC unit. My kitties as well have been lazy slouching all day. I've actually did some frozen treats recently. I gave them some frozen treats. They loved it. Oh my gosh, tell me why. If you get pets or kittens, if you get kittens, gosh, I did not understand. I did not understand growing up when people said that they had kittens and I would see them a bunch of scratch marks on their hands. Now I understand it. Now I get it. I actually also recently bathed my two cats, Pio and Mio. Pio is a tuxedo cat. Mio is a tabby cat or tabby kitten. Sorry, tabby kitten, tuxedo kitten. Sorry. I bathed them. Gave them a shower. Tell me why Pio, who is like the most reckless cat, he's the tuxedo. He's the most reckless. He runs all over the place. It's crazy. Feral, I would say. He was the most calm cat to bathe. He was like so chilled out. And Mio, who's been so interested in the bath, so interested in like water, was literally the one to go squirming, scratching me, and was just going crazy. And I was like, you're so interested in the water, yet you hate it. Yet the other one who hates the water is so calm with it. How is this? You guys have two different personalities when it comes to anything. So yeah, that's that. Oh, but well, why? But when I was kind of like giving my expression of just like agony for a second ago was because recently I don't know if I said this story, but I'll say it again if I haven't. Um, if I had, sorry. I bought cat food and I put it on the counter, thinking nothing of it. I sealed it, thinking nothing of it. I leave the apartment. I come back from work. I open the door and I see the cat food and it's busted open. It's toast. The bag is toast. There's ants all over the bag. I have to throw it away, but I realized the cats ate through the bag and ate about a pound of food. I was shocked that they could have eaten that much, but they ate about a pound of food, threw it away, got another cat bag of cat food. This time I thought the most genius idea, I'll put it on the highest shelf. They can never reach it. 24 hours later, I come back home and I see the bag busted open, knocked down to the ground this time. I don't know how they reached it. They jumped probably. And yeah, again, toast, busted a hole through the entire bag, ate through it. This time the food was salvageable, but man, I did not like that. Now I've learned my lesson. Now the food is in a cabinet. So now they can't do it. It took me just $40 of food to be gone, wasted, for me to learn the lesson. So yeah, if you get kittens, just know I didn't understand what the kitten phase was. I understand it now because these guys go crazy, 24/7, 7 days of the week. I was gonna say 47. I don't know. 7 days of the week. And sometimes they don't even let me, like when I'm sleeping, they'll go crazy. When I'm awake right now, they're behind this camera over here, they're asleep. So yeah. Anywho, that's it for me. If you have a question or topic for a future video, you can leave it in my link tree. It's somewhere around here. Um, yeah, just submit it. I will see it. I'll get to it for a future video. I'm so sorry. There's like 30 responses or 30 kind of topics that I'm kind of getting into. So don't worry. I will get to yours soon. It may be a month from now. I'm so sorry. Remember, every day is a day closer. It may not be today. It may not be tomorrow. It may not be next week. It may not be next month. But as long as you do it every day, you are one step closer to achieving that goal. You are one step closer to achieving that dream. And you are one step closer to becoming that person you truly want to be. Before I end this off, or after I end this off, if you are watching this, I will show you a little bit of my cats, so you can see how beautiful they look. They look so cute right now, so that's why. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Deuces. There's Mio. And there's Pio. Just watching his brother sleep. Oh no, he's just gonna do some. He's gonna get on the counter soon. My two boys.